there. Technical difficulties. I knew I'd have to get them worked out, so I'm gonna let everybody know on the scheduled thing that I ended up going live on here. So hold on a second. I'm gonna look this way. Oh, let's do this. All right. Too fun. You just gotta figure it all out. Let's see, let me grab the link. Oh, yay, we got 4 people. Hi, Janice. Let me grab this link. Pop that in. I don't know why it didn't work, but I will figure it out. I'll do some more research today. Hey, Priscilla. Hey, Ingrid. All right, yay! I'm so glad we got some folks here. Sorry about the weird piece earlier this morning when I was getting ready I was testing everything out, and my scheduled one had a ready to go live question, and I could have clicked it, but I didn't want to go live a half an hour early. And then 15 minutes before I was supposed to go live, that thing was gone. So I'm gonna have to do some more research and check out why that happened. But I'm so glad you guys are here. Hey, Del Marie. I'm gonna set this up over here so I can read the chat a little bit better on my computer, because it'll be easier. It won't be as small. So let's do that. That part at least is working. How's everybody this morning? I know, right? I thought, I was very excited. I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Yay. No, I don't. But that's okay. I'll ask like Stephanie or Sean or someone else. Maybe that. Hey, why did I mess this up? How do I do this again? Let's see. Let me pull this up and check the chat. There we go. Now I can see all of the comments. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Oh, I appreciate that, Ingrid. Hi, Shelly. Let's see, Katie, Tamala. Oh no, I know what they mean by the chat goes fast. There we go. All right. Oh, that's cool, Del Marie. Hi, Marianne. So, my first live. Woohoo! Let's see. I am currently working. You might be able to see behind me. I'm working on Stephanie's Stitches Spring Box. Marianne chopping onions does not sound quite as cool. Don't cry. Hi, Shirley. Okay, I'm gonna have to start writing down names with YouTube's, so I remember. Around to it is Shirley. I need to do that. And then let's see. So yeah, I'm working on Stephanie's spring box, and thought as we were chatting live, I might do a couple of pieces that I need to do for that. I have all my half square triangles fixed, but then I decided to switch things up, and I'm doing it super scrappy. Darlene is okay. How is Darlene? All right, I'm not kidding. I'm gonna start writing this down. Where'd my thing go? Here we go. I'm gonna be on top of names. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. I ran into an issue, Stephanie, that I might talk to you about later. I might send you an email. So around to it. Oh no. Darlene. To it. Shirley. Oh. Ingrid's got the mod. Excellent. Stephanie, I was just talking about how I'd done all my half square triangles and then decided to switch things up a little bit in your spring project box. And I'm going scrappy where the blocks aren't all going to be the same. It'll be both, each block will have the same 2 prints, but they'll be in opposite corners. And then went totally scrappy in the 4 patches. But when I did that, I realized that to match it all up, I needed to cut make another half square triangle set. So I was gonna do that today. And then keep working on your spring project, which is really pretty. I'm really excited about the scrappy look to it. That's the plan for moving forward. What is everybody else up to? I know Marianne is cutting onions. Ooh, Janice is going to be in Fort Myers. Nice. Del Marie, are you working on that quilt top? Natano? Is that how it's pronounced? Oh yeah, the spring box is so gorgeous. Very cool. I'm so excited that I have some folks here. Thank you so much to everybody that's come in. On stitching. Yeah. When I knit, well, I still kind of knit every once in a while, but I remember unknitting was, you know, because you ripped it out. It was called frogging because you ripped it and rivet. Is unsewing called anything? It doesn't really sound like anything fun although it's very satisfying when you get the seam ripper to start moving really quickly through the stitches you're unstitching. It sounds and feels very satisfying. Oh, that's the cotton cuts. Oh, rivet. Yeah. I loved that in knitting. You call it frogging too here. Okay, that's cool. I like it. You're ripping it with a ripper. That's good. Yeah, I just got clue 10 too for not the current one, not the village green, but the one before that I can't remember the name of that set. But just got clue 10 too, and had gotten the email earlier about this setting. Oh no, yeah, it can be very, very satisfying feel, and to know that you're just working it. Piazza, that's what it's called. Thanks, Tamala. Hey, Danny. Yeah, Del Marie, Piazza. And Darlene, yes, Piazza. I like that name too. Oh, 6 or 7 blocks of the month. I do it to myself every time. I say I'm going to only have this, and then end up jumping on every really cute, pretty thing. I can't help it. It's so adorable onto all the new things that people come up with. And then I feel bad. My oldest, Lauren, I was I was setting up this new kind of sewing area and my YouTube studio, and I had a bunch of boxes up on the top here from project boxes, and Lauren said, "Do you ever finish anything?" And I was like, "Mind your business, child. Don't worry about what I do." I finish collecting for the day and move on to the next one. Yay, Danny! Oh. So I did a fun thing over here on this shelf. Added, added some hooks, and I've got some rulers hanging right next to me that I can grab from. I'm very excited about this setup. I feel very accomplished for doing this. Getting it set up like this. Yeah, kids. Finishing is not the point of sewing all the projects. I'll let them know that. Oh, I feel like I need to get a steam press, or like the steam things, and make this look a little bit prettier when it's going to hang behind me. I also went very yeah. Do you have to love it? I don't know if I have to love it when they call me out. I love them, but ugh. Yesterday I was in Stephen Bland, the idiot quilter, his all-day virtual Zoom. A couple of us that are in here today were in there. Hey, Cheryl. And at the end of it, I was like, oh, I really want to be able to like start hanging pieces up of what I'm doing on a design wall, but I don't really have space here on this floor to do that. So this is from one of those portable design wall things that are actually, they're very portable, but not at all fun to set up and use. Very floppy. It drove me crazy, but very portable. But what I did was sewed on the top of it command strip. These guys sewed command strips on. So sewed one end on the top, and then stuck it together. Took the tape off the other side and stuck it to the top of the bookcase. So that's what's holding it up, and then it's removable. So when I'm not working on something, I can show off my pretty ombres and Tula pinks and all that kind of stuff. But when I'm working on something, it could just be behind me temporarily and work that way. I think that'll work out pretty well in this space. I felt very, well, no, they came out with a new MacGyver. I felt very MacGyver when I was figuring out to use these command strips, and I could actually sew it onto the flannelly-ish. Oh, feels kind of flannelly. Yeah. Thank you. I thought it was a pretty neat idea. I was excited that it worked. Every once in a while, I'll come up with something pretty good. Oh, okay. Sherlock Sews. I need to write down what your name is too, so I remember. I see you guys. I recognize names. Oh, isn't that true? Necessity is the mother of man. I've gotten myself through things and just figuring it out. Sherlock is Lori. Awesome. Thank you. I want to try to remember. Shelly. Awesome. All right. So I am going to keep reading the comments. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this block, and we'll chat and work together. Let me know what you're working on, or if you're not working on anything, if you're just enjoying the day. It's supposed to supposedly get up to about 80 today here. I'm in Frederick, Maryland, with a chance of thunderstorms. And then tomorrow is supposed to be back down to 60, which is why I just always sound stuffy. And then Tuesday's supposed to be back up to 80, and then Wednesday's supposed to be back down. It is, someone needs to have a talk with Mother Nature. She's unpleased with somebody, and we're all paying the price. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna probably start doing the zoom trick that Stephanie has taught me, so I can have two cameras, so I can have the facing one, yay, and then also what I'm working on. Though I did figure out when I did my organizational video that I just put out, I need to wide angle it a little bit more so we can see this whole table. Hi Diane, good morning. Yes, 2 days in a row. That retreat was a blast. Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited that I actually got into the retreat, and then it was a good time. Not that I didn't think it wouldn't be. There we go. Let's do that one more time. I was super impressed with Steven's ability to keep track of everything and keep us all like entertained, and you know, oh, the next thing that was happening. That was a lot, and there was a lot of us in there. Oh, you grew up in Dundalk. Cool, Cheryl. I'm in Baltimore somewhat often, and I really like the area. All right, so I don't need this. I've got my 5-inch block done. 2. Yeah, he really does. And Walter was hysterical, because I always think of Walter as just the even keel, like what keeps Steven grounded, and hearing him be grouchy morning guy was hysterical. I loved that so much. It was a lot of fun. And you were, Diane, did you say that you were fairly tame? Yeah, everybody was fairly tame, because I was really expecting, off of listening to everybody talk about the antics, I was expecting some insanity to ensue, but it was tons of fun. But I was expecting Jan to be dancing on tables or something by the midway point. Maybe in the fall. Oh, really? He doesn't get up before 11. Gosh, the retired life, right? Oh, I would not be mad at that. Oh, you're in Baltimore. Springwater Designs. Oh, very cool. I have not been there. Being in Frederick, we have Charlotte's Quilt Shop, which is a super cute shop, and was very small until they just moved this past month. And Ingrid and I live in sort of the same area, within 20 minutes of each other. And we haven't gotten to go to the new shop to see how much bigger it is. They were very excited about it. They have now like classroom space and all that kind of stuff. So very, very excited to go check it out. Oh, Jan was focused in on what she was working on. I hope she was feeling okay if you're saying it's not normally like her. But she was given as good as she got from Steven, so it was still a fun dynamic to like get to be party to. Get to see that the two of them messing with each other. That was fun. But the Walter being grouchy was my favorite part of the whole thing. Oh, and winning, I won an Amazon gift card, and I actually put that towards the triangulation software that Russ had talked about. I went ahead and got that, and it was just taxes that I had to pay. It was like $2, I think I ended up paying. So woohoo! Listen, if we want to start planning a west to middle Maryland shop hop, you let me know. I am here for it. There are plenty of shops that I have not been to, so I would love to. There was in Steven's retreat yesterday, Celie, I think Celie. She's in right outside of Columbia, and so I already started talking to her to go see shops that are out in Columbia. My dad and stepmom used to live there before I got into quilting, so I don't know anything about the area if they have nice quilt shops. So yeah, you let me know if we want to do a Maryland tour. Scrunchions, oh, okay, I've seen scrunchions before too. Writing that down. Excellent, getting all kinds of good information. Shirley did a gift card too. Oh, nice. Sweetwater is in, okay, nice. Well, we'll have to grab scrunchions then too. Yeah, shop hop would be a lot of fun. I think that would be great. That would be so fun to like meet people behind the screens. That would be great. He's so generous with the prizes and everything. Stephanie with providing patterns. I'm not sure where he got the other patterns from, but that was awesome. And fantastic with Sean and Russ and Stephanie doing the talks. I learned so much from all of them. That was a really good time. That was really well put together. I wasn't sure how a Zoom retreat would be. I've done Zoom classes and they were good. I've had a really good time doing Zoom classes, but wasn't sure how a Zoom retreat would actually look. And I was really happy and excited, and he really made it a good time. So, and plus I like sarcasm is my love language, so I love listening to Steven talk and just be a big dork. Oh, Stephanie, no, you were you all three were so good. I know Steven had talked about Russ was nervous too. It was so informative. All three were really well put together and thought out. And you all were able to answer the questions just smoothly. So that's really cool when you know the people really know what they're talking about because they can answer the questions. That was nice. Scrunchions. All right. I'm putting it out there. Maryland shop hop. That's perfect. Oh, Stephanie, the issue I found today was I tried to go live from my scheduled live, and wouldn't let me. Like a half an hour before, there was a go live now question, and then when I was setting up and making sure the camera was kind of centered, that choice was missing, and so I had to go live in another area, which was a tad frustrating because I wanted to minimize as many minimize as much technical difficulties as I could, and I thought I was ready, and so when that hit, I was like, oh, foiled by YouTube. So I just got to figure out how to go live from a scheduled Zoom. Yeah, that would be awesome. If you could help me out with that, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, Sean was a little bit nervous too. Oh, the Chat and Craft, first week of every month, Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, and the during the day ones are really hard because I started a new job, and so I've been there a month now, and I want to hit the Wednesday morning Stephen and Stephanie lives, but I'm always in the middle of a meeting, and I can't end up doing it. So if it's during the day, it's a bummer for me. I would love to, and if it's a conference call that I don't have to talk on, I will fess up to have been known to so many a thing during a conference call that I don't have to talk on. But it's getting to the point where most of these meetings I now have to run my mouth in, to the joy of everybody. All right. Cutting next the background squares. Also, in full transparency, I snagged the background squares for the spring box. I'm pretty sure from last year's fall box. Oops. Again, I'm really bad at finishing a project. Wow, 28 viewers. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you all for being here. Even if you're not chatting, that's very cool. I appreciate you guys being on here. If you are chatting, thank you so much. I really love that. Makes me very happy. I was very much a stalker, like a lurker, I guess is what it's called, when you don't really say anything on videos. Very much a lurker, because I just wasn't ever comfortable saying anything. All right. Hey, Mary. Welcome. Hi. Gotta remember to move my mouse every once in a while so I can keep the chat up. So if I missed anybody, I apologize for that. Learning all the pieces, the moving bits that I gotta keep track of. You may see my not harmonica today. Not harmonica. Today is Glockenspiel, who is sharing my sewing space. But he's on the iron, the wool mat that had been warm for a little while. The lurkers count. They're awesome. Yep. Stalker to Slayer. Oh, all right, Stephanie. That's cool. I like that because you're killing it. Ironing fabric for a bag. Oh, fun. I've found I really like bag making. I didn't know that I would, but I really do. It's kind of fun. I like my favorite part in the bag making process is when it looks nothing like a bag. Like, you've got the pieces together, but it just looks like a jumbled mess. And then it's like origami, and you all of a sudden flip it and fold it and iron something down, and all of a sudden it's a beautiful bag. And you're like, how did that even happen? I did that. That's so amazing. Hey, Peggy. Oh, Priscilla. Yeah. My brain works much faster than my fingers can keep up when I'm typing, so I totally feel you on that one. Playing Wingspan. Awesome. All right, so now I got to cut down the background fabric to a 5-inch square. I did it a little healthy just to take it off of the, I think that's probably about a half yard that I have left. Yeah, Tamala was just in Millersburg with Stephanie and Priscilla and Ingrid and nope, not Marianne. Sorry, that's Pennsylvania. I started to meld the two together there. But when we went to Millersburg retreat, and Tamala is super fast. Super fast. She's getting stuff knocked out left and right. So I am not at all surprised that you can do the multitasking of listening and getting work done. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, need a smaller one. I got a, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, cool ruler that is like that rainbow overlay on top of it. I love it. I have to put the non-slip pieces on it. Oh, here comes Glock. There's Guacamole. He's gonna shake the camera because that's what cats do. So you have the small bag we made in Millersburg. Yes. Priscilla's gonna spotlight the bag. Everybody, that was such a fun time. That bag became such a fun group effort of like supporting everybody. It was a zippered bag. A lot of people hadn't done a zipper before. It ended up being so much fun, and like every time somebody was done, the whole room would erupt in applause. It was a good time. That was a lot of fun. Because zippers are very intimidating. Oh, this bugger is going to move around too much. All right, I'm not going to do that. I'll just do the long one. Yeah. Yeah. Glock he's a good one. He's so sassy. He's the oldest. We rescued his mom out of a blizzard actually 5 years ago in March. She was pregnant with them, and he's the oldest, oldest of 6. Yeah, oldest of 6. We successfully rehomed one of the 6. And then Lauren, who I talked about earlier, my oldest, 24, Lauren had moved out and moved down south from here in Germantown, Maryland, because they were working at a government contract down in Germantown. And so it was me and the boys. I claimed the boys, so it's the 3 boys. And Lauren had the mom and sister. And then for the pandemic, everybody ended up moving back home. And so now we are a house. It's a menagerie. It's a menagerie here. It's insane and incredible. And most of the time, a lot of fun. Some of the time, a little harrowing. Oh, move a cat, try to do something, move a cat. That's how I feel most of the time, too. They all like the warm wool mat whenever I've ironed something. They very much enjoy that. So I'll finish ironing. One of them will hop up. Generally, there will be another one that wants to hop up too, so there'll be a little bit of a fight for the space. And then whoever reigns supreme in that moment gets to lay there until, and I'm doing whatever on this side until it's time to scoot them away. I'll iron some more, and then that process repeats itself over and over again. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. There we go. All right. So now I'm gonna hang these guys back up and move my sewing machine. Oh, Stephanie, thank you so much for that subscriber count. That is very much a testament to your support and help. I'm looking at the laptop, like I'm trying to look at you at the laptop. I'm a goober. Yeah, but thank you very much. Your support has been insanely amazing, and I am forever, I don't want to say indebted because that sounds so weird, but honored by your support and your help. So yeah, thank you very much. My female cat likes to steal pieces of fabric. Oh, they are so notorious about stealing fabric, and it scares me because I'm terrified they're going to end up swallowing a whole piece, and then I'm going to spend tens of thousands of dollars pumping their stomach or whatever. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate all of your support. I don't know if everybody saw the interview that Stephanie did on So Yeah with Tiancum, which I thought was really, really, really good. Like, I love Tiancum. I love him so much. But he's like, woo, squirrel, and he can kind of go off on tangents, which is part of the reason why I love him so much. That interview was so good. The questions he was asking you and the rapport you guys had, because it was clear that you guys really have a respect for each other and like each other outside of just that interview process. I really, really enjoyed that so much. And I had a point of where I was going with that. I remember what it was. The point, like, pew. No, but it's a really good interview if you want to go back and watch it. there was a point about the interview that I had wanted to make. Oh, yes, now I remember. All right, it came back to me. Stephanie was talking about that there are 2 spots left for the Pennsylvania retreat. So, well, I'm sure many of you have heard that and know that. If there are any folks out there who had not heard that yet and aren't close to the area, if you want to think about the Pennsylvania retreat, Marianne, Ingrid, myself, we'll be there. Of course, Stephanie. It's a really good time. It's a really good time. I've made some incredible friends at both retreats, but I have met lifelong people that mean the world to me at these retreats, and specifically the Pennsylvania one. There's a group of 5 of us where we all sat at the same table, and it was like finding your long lost sisters, and those 5 women have my heart for sure. And we're always looking for new sisters. So come to Pennsylvania and hang out with us. The crazy cheetah suckers. Alright, we got that twisted around enough. I think I should be able to do it. Okay. Diane, you're gonna be there too? Oh, that's exciting. Oh, so scrunchions. Gotta talk scrunchions into being there. And was it Cheryl? Oh, same time that year. Okay. Oh, the next year will be fun. Oh, Crystal. Maybe we can talk Crystal into going. Yeah. Stephanie Stitch's retreats, top notch. There we go. I just had to get my cord. Underneath. So we can sew this up. And oh, this would be a good test too. I don't know how loud my sewing machine will be on alive, so we're gonna try that out. Oh, thanks Ingrid for putting that out there. I unceremoniously, without asking, made Ingrid a moderator, so she's on tap for taking care of those things, and I appreciate it so much. All right. So, I'm going to make these half square triangles, two at a time set. I'm not going to draw the line because I have the seam tape that helps you do that. So I won't be drawing the line, but I'm not just completely winging it either. I've got some help. And let's test it out if you can hear my sewing machine really bad. Because I may end up, I have my Singer patchwork down here. And we'll see how loud she is. And if need be, I might bring my Juki down here to this space instead. Although the Juki shakes a lot. Trial and error. We'll play around with it. We'll see what happens. We're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so she's running. You can hear her over me. I need to know that. I'm not going to go speed demon fast either though, so hopefully that'll help keep the sound down a bit. There's one side done. I'm really surprised that, because I don't know, maybe it's my own ignorance about what's happening on the East Coast at that time. Hear me is equally as the machine. Okay. All right. We'll see how I can fiddle with that. I wonder if there's like sound settings. We'll figure it out. This part is kind of fun too. This doing the videoing, and I was having possibly far too much fun at about 2 o'clock in the morning the other day, doing editing of the last video I put up, the legit organizational skills. I put some transition in it, and I did an overlay of text over a shot. That was a lot of fun. I was having way too much fun. So this whole learning process is a good time. I have some friends who are actually professional video editors, and Are you live Zoom to YouTube or just webcam? Stephanie, just the it's actually my iPad mini that I'm live from on the stand there, and I'm following along in YouTube Studio for the chat. Oh, feed the fur babies. They're very demanding. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I think another part of all of this that I'm really gonna like is, oh good, okay, isn't that loud? Is that there's so much to learn, and definitely from my father, I have inherited um, the learning new things is the coolest thing gene. So I love taking new classes and learning new bits and pieces of all the things that I'm doing, and so like this new layer to the quilting world is fascinating and a lot of fun. And yeah. You have issues when trying to schedule lives. We'll work together. We'll get it all figured out. Hi, Nadine. So, Terry. You're doing it. I am. I'm doing it. Woohoo! And you guys are here to be a part of it. It's so exciting. And important to me. It means so much to me. Like, really, really, really. I am woefully not very mushy. But it really means a lot that I have folks here and who thought enough of me to come hang out for a Sunday morning. So it is amazing to me, and you guys are absolute rock stars for being here. So I really appreciate it. Let's see. The Legit Kits video was very informative. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that eagle kit is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Shelly, yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I really appreciate the feedback on the video. That means a lot, because I want to make sure that I'm providing value and helping with any of the questions and stuff that people have about the stuff. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Shannon. Oh, not so late, and I'm very happy and excited that folks have found me here, because the first link didn't work the way I'd hoped it was going to. So not late at all. When you get here is right on time, because I know everybody's got their own lives going on, and you being here is awesome when you're here. The inaugural live. Thank you. So I'm coming up to the end of a 2 at a time half square triangle. Part of the fun that I like about doing either 2 at a time or 8 at a time, however, I have not gone into the world of doing like 20 of them at a time. I've seen people do videos on how you can do that, and it looks cool. I just haven't had the need to do that. But it looks neat. It looks like it'd be a good time. All right, so let's snip these guys. I love the cutting them in half to get ready. And then I used, large nest of ground bees on the side of my house. Oh no. Oh. Do the boys run around that side, Ingrid? Because that could be scary. Oh, somebody asked a drink of choice earlier, and this morning I'm drinking a big old Monster. Probably not the best choice. I've never drank coffee. I just never got into coffee. My sisters have loved coffee since they were young, and I just never got into it. Even when I worked in the restaurant, I went to culinary school years and years and years ago. I'm a very old lady. And worked in the restaurant business for a while, and would have to, you'd be there as a restaurant manager after I'd worked on the line. I was a chef for a while. Then I started getting into the management side of it, and would close down the bar and do a bar inventory until like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then have to be back at like 4 or 5 in the morning for to get produce and fresh fish and all that kind of stuff in. Not every day. They, we had a number of managers, so you had to do it like once or twice a week though, because the general manager wasn't going to be doing that. He left it to us to take care of that stuff. And everybody was like, "Oh, you will definitely become a coffee drinker." I mainlined Dr. Pepper like it was my job, but I never ended up drinking coffee. I don't like the taste. The closest I'll get to coffee is super dark chocolate. I do love dark chocolate, like bitter taste of chocolate, but the coffee taste I didn't get into. So Monsters are that's my, what is the word called when you have a bad habit? That's my thing, Monsters. Don't really drink all that much alcohol. I enjoy alcohol. I love beer with food. I'm not a wine drinker really, but yeah, the Monsters, that's where I get stuck. My addiction. Yeah. Oh, the boys don't go on that side of the yard. Good. Okay, that's good. That would be uncool. Oh, with the half square triangles. So I'm going to cut them in half. I usually just use scissors to cut them in half. And then my tool of choice is the Simply Slotted trimmer. I've tried the block lock, which is fine. And I've tried, just doing it with a ruler, but I really dig the Simply Slotted trimmer roller gadget. My vice. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Woo! Monsters are my vice. That's what that is. There we go. And Simply Slotted trimmers are my go-to tool for half square triangles. Oh, the little coffee. Oh, Kathy, that's fun. I really like the wine bottle that they have. The Merlot. I love the colors in that and the color play between the light and dark. I think it's called Merlot, but the Merlot, like those deep purpley maroony kind of colors. Oh, that's a pretty one. But the little coffee is adorable. Like that. So I got them cut, and then I'm going to use my trimmer. Do you guys have a preference on which one you like? Wine was your second option. Yep. There we go. I like this guy because I cut the triangle and get the little dog ears clipped before I iron it, so that's why I like these guys. It just works for me. I am very much pro what Jenny Doan says of whatever works for your brain. yeah, do that. But I'm a gadget person. When I was a chef, and still am, any kitchen gadget, whatever the latest kitchen gadget is, I'm gonna get it. Uh, from air fryers to the coolest blenders, all that kind of stuff. I want the cool gadgets, and I'm the same way with sewing. Whatever the cool new thing, I'll try it because I want to try it. I want to see if it makes more sense to me, and if I like it more, then I'll start using that. I don't necessarily recommend spending that much money on stuff that you might not like, but I also get that from my father. My father was a. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. This is a good pattern to use it with anything with a good amount of half square triangles. That's it. But yeah, my love of gadgets also came from my dad. He would. I remember many nights watching late night infomercials and ordering things like the Ronco dehydrator and I don't know anything late at night. Um, yeah, the gadgets are always so fun. It's just fun to do. All right, so we're gonna move this over here. We're gonna do a little trimmy trim. I might move this down here a little bit. Yeah, this will work. If you haven't seen the simply slotted, I don't know if you can tell, the slotted part comes in these little slots here where you trim the dog ears. So you line up the dotted line on your sew line for your half square triangle. Diane loves a gadget too. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Find out if there's a spot. But wait, there's more. Yes. Is it $49.99? No. Is it $39.99? No. Every kitchen gadget known. It's so exciting. So yeah, so your sew line, which of course I don't think you'll be able to see, but right there, and that dotted line on the gadget is where you put the sew line for the size you want. And I think this is, I'm pretty sure 4.5, but I'm gonna go back and read the pattern. I always call them recipes because of the chef thing. I'm gonna go back and read the pattern to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it was 4.5. So you line up the 4.5-inch dotted line with your sew line, and then you trim just the wee little bit, and then it trims the dog ears too. So it's all done before you ever iron it. That makes my heart happy. Yeah, I have both too, and they are it's like they went from gadgets to essential tools very quickly. Oh, Cheryl, Ingrid had put the link up there earlier. If you run, don't walk, and see if there's a spot left. Or Stephanie, since you were here, if you're still here, if there's a spot left. But I didn't want to put Stephanie on the spot either. Oh. So let's see. Let me read. Trim half square triangles to a 4.5-inch square. Yay, I did remember. This is the sewing instructions. Look at how gorgeous it is. Stephanie, is there a spot left in Pennsylvania? Cheryl Curley just realized change of plans and she would be able to come. Instant Pot. Oh, I do love my Instant Pot. I love that thing. I love it for all the things, like making having been a chef, there's a lot of weird stuff that we make in the house. So we'll make a ton of rice for when we do like Korean barbecue, because I have a little gas cooker, and one of those flat top Korean barbecue things. Make a ton of rice in there for that. Definitely more sewing time having that pot for sure. I'll do sushi rice in there. Just having been St. Patty's Day, I will do corned beef in there. Pot roast, so good. Pulled pork for barbecue sandwiches. Love the Instant Pot. Yeah, you guys are speaking my language with all the kitchen gadgets. And Stephanie said that there is a spot left, Cheryl. So if you are on it. Ooh, I haven't made a cheesecake in it. I have made yogurt in it though. That was cool. Boop, boop. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, awesome! Yay! Oh, we're gonna have such a good time in Pennsylvania. This is so exciting. So is that one spot left then now? Or had that spot gone? The other spot gone too? Who do we need to kidnap? You still need, hey, I still have a crock pot too. Usually because with family, I'm blessed to have most of my family still living here. My dad and stepmom moved down to North Carolina, but my mom and sisters and nephews and nieces still live in the area. So I'm able to get together with them. And so I'll have the Instant Pot doing one thing and the crock pot the other. I love baked beans in the crock pot that just keep going for so long and get so molassesy, if that's a word. Patty, hi! Kidnap. Yes, we gotta kidnap. We're gonna put somebody in a van and take them on up there. 2 filled last week. Now Cheryl. So 1 more spot. Okay. 1 more spot. Hi, Patty. Thanks so much for coming in. Priscilla, the PA retreat is project-based, just like Millersburg. So there'll be, Stephanie was talking about that yesterday, there'll be a project that she makes specifically for us. And then just like in Millersburg, there'll be 2 like smaller ones. We did a zippered bag, a different zippered bag. Is it the Nantucket one? I can't remember what it's called. Last year in Pennsylvania. So not sure what Stephanie has in store for us this year, but that it's just set up like Millersburg. So you don't have to come with like, you know, your whips, your UFOs with yourself. Because honestly, I end up bringing enough stuff and I don't know where I would put unfinished projects. Oh, Priscilla, come to Pennsylvania. The dates, oh golly, I don't know the dates off the top of my head. Oh golly, September-ish. Oh, would love to have you join us. Mid-September. There we go. Thank you, Ingrid. Ingrid is so on the ball. All right, look at that. We might get Pennsylvania a sellout today. How exciting would that be? Woohoo! We're gonna have so much fun. I'm so excited to hear about all the folks. We had a great crew last year, and some folks, you know, life. Some folks aren't able to, you know, work it, and it's a year away, and you think, oh, I'm totally going to be able to go, and then stuff comes up, like people get married and people have babies and all that kind of stuff. How dare they interrupt your plans? But I think it'll be just like Millersburg was this year, where the new folks just like seamlessly, like just dovetailed right into like hanging out with all of us, and we had so much fun. And it was fantastic having the new folks. It was like, you know, the first day we got to know them, everybody introduces themselves and everything, and then it was like they'd always been there and we hadn't missed a beat. And Ingrid is the phenomenal like organizer person, getting stuff together, and we've already had a Zoom with everybody from Millersburg, so that was fantastic. And we're gonna, you know, be able to plan those for upcoming Millersburg sows. And the same is true with Pennsylvania. We had a really great crew and a really good time. There's not as many quilt shops in where we're located in Pennsylvania as where, like in Millersburg, you couldn't throw a rock and not hit a quilt shop, which was so exciting. It was very fun. And they were all very different from each other, which was very cool too. So if you were looking for specific things, you'd be able to find it. Miller's Dry Goods was my favorite. I think that would be for sure my favorite. But no, not as many quilt shops. But the one that's really close in town is super cute, and we overwhelmed them. We all came in all at one time, and that was a lot. But it was a good time, and I was able to get the backing to the one big project. I was able to get the backing fabric there when we went, so it was good. It was good stuff. It was a good time. Oh, all right. Have a good lunch, or breakfast, or brunch, Danny. Is Miller's your favorite? Yeah. The two buildings were so cool. It was neat. I really liked that. I didn't have the opportunity to go last year when we were in, well, I was just a different human being last year. I pretty much just stayed to myself last year. It was my first retreat ever. It was the first time I really left the house post-pandemic. So I really didn't know what was going on or what I was doing. But this time we got to go out and check out all of the, well, not all the shops, but half of the shops, I think, in the area. But yeah, no, Pennsylvania, not where we are as many, but it was a good time. Oh, thanks. Oh, the fun part about PA is because we're all in a house, like it's a house. It's, you know, a residential home. So there's the kitchen and everything there. And last year we were treated to some amazing meals. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we'll do the baked potato, baked potato bar. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Oh, Patty, thank you. I was gonna message you later to see if you would mind that. I didn't want to just willy-nilly start throwing people the job of moderator. I appreciate that so much. Yes. Okay. Baked potato. Boom. That was so good. That was brilliant. And since that, I have done that in my own house a couple of times. Baked potato, where we did chili and cheese and onions and broccoli and cheese and just sour cream butter and green and onions. Oh my gosh, that was such a brilliant idea. Um, oh, and Stephanie, if you need any help with any of that kind of stuff, um, let us know, because we actually, Marianne and Ingrid and Patrice and Donna and I have been talking about um, doing like a we talked about a couple, like a breakfast or anything, like just to kind of take that off of your list of things to worry about. So stop, you're starving. Sorry. But it is brunch time, right? It's time to get some food. But yeah, that potato thing was brilliant, brilliant. And generally, a baked potato is, you can make it vegetarian, you can make it meatitarian. So the options are all the bacon we had. Oh, that was so yum. I think I ended up bringing home some leftover bacon last year. Such a dork. I need you guys to help keep me honest. I have to be done at 1 today because I get to go see a middle school play at a local middle school here. They're doing a play, a comedy play made specifically for middle schoolers around Macbeth, but it's called Beth. And I helped out with the costuming. I actually made kilts for 6 kilts, six kilts, yes, 6 kilts for them in their role. And I learned a lot about like what comes into play in costuming. Like they're velcroing in and out of these kilts, and I had very specific sizes to make for them. Yeah, I brought home the bacon. And so today is their matinee, and they're about 20-30 minutes away, so I have to be done by 1 so I can go see all of my little kids in their kilts out up on stage today. I will take pictures. I did not take pictures after I'd done it. I was so nervous. The woman that I worked with, she's been a costumer for schools ever since her kids were in school productions, so for like 35 years, and I was intimidated and awed by and just loved everything about this woman. I want her to be my best friend and my grandmother all at the same time. So you should have seen me. I was measuring and remeasuring the length to make sure that it was exactly what she wanted. I was a nervous wreck. But she texted me when they were doing their dress rehearsals, and she said they were absolutely perfect. So, very excited. So I will definitely take pictures today. It'll be fun. Oh, you like costuming too? Oh, that's so cool. I had not ever done anything, but I got a serger. So she was at first a little bit like, how much do you really know? But I said, oh, I have a serger, and I've made, I made a pajama tank top for myself. And so she was like, oh, okay. And then I told her about how much quilting I do, and she was like, well, at least you know what a seam allowance is. So she felt a little bit better about me. But then, like, we kept talking, and she's just awesome. So I can't wait to go see. The play starts at 2. So I definitely gotta be done by 1. But I am having such a good time. You guys are making this so much fun that I know that I would accidentally run over if I don't ask you guys to keep me honest on time, because this is a good time. This is a lot of fun. Oh, for PA, a quilt, a Christmas table runner, so cute, and another small project just to preview. Oh, I'm very excited about it. Priscilla, let us know if you think those dates are going to work out. You don't, I mean, obviously you don't have to make your mind up right this second, but definitely let us know. That would be so exciting to have you there in Pennsylvania too. I'm excited about a Christmas table runner. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, that'll be a good time. Oh, see, I'm chitty chatting and not trimming. So Del Marie, and doing costuming for like dance and skating and stuff. So you were definitely using things like, you know, lycra. Forgive my ignorance on the fabrics that you use, but like more like flowy and stretchy things that are more difficult to sew. It like, was that a super hard learning curve? I would like to continue to work with this woman and help out next year in the plays, in the fall play and the spring play again, because it was a lot of fun. It's kind of addicting. Lycra, spandex, oh my gosh, and velvet. Yeah. The thing I loved about her is, I mean, her house and a shed in her backyard was full of just different plays and different things that she'd used, and she knew exactly where everything was, and she knew that for Macbeth, for Macbeth's dress, that she could use the dress that she used in this other play, and she would just have to take off, you know, this thing and add that thing. And then for the witches in Macbeth, yeah, she would have to do, like, she just knew where everything was and knew how to, like MacGyver, like I was talking about with the design board behind me, like just knew how to MacGyver the stuff and just make little tweaks and changes and make things that she'd used before work. And then she has like this whole army of friends who, if they're in a thrift shop, they'll look for like prom dresses and stuff because that's pretty popular. Sewing out loud. Okay. Costume, sewing, insight. ZD. ZD's incredible. Oh, lots of rhinestones. I think I won, her name's Sue Ellen. I think I won her over with sewing the kilts when I asked her, do I need to pattern match the tartans? Like, so when I'm adding the pleating, do you want me to pattern match? And she was like, oh, good Lord, no, woman. This is, you know, for a bunch of 12-year-olds. You don't have to worry about that. But I think that attention to detail really got her. She was like, okay, I can trust this one. She's paying attention to what's happening. So I felt very proud of myself. Sewing out loud. I gotta remember that. Oops. Did not cut through that one. Redo. Also, in the interview with Tiancum and Stephanie talked about the Acorn Easy Press pen. This guy, of which Stephanie is my supplier and my pusher. And Tiancum had never heard of it before. So I'm very interested to see if he ends up using it, like getting it and using it. and see how he feels about it, because he definitely strikes me. I think all three of the brothers, Brody, Zach, and Tiancum, strike me as a my dealer, as the put it together, like sew it together, and like not a whole lot of pressing in between, not a whole lot of pressing in between, you know, like just match the seams and go kind of thing. Nothing bad about it, just that's like, you know, they're like production, they're trying to get it done for the camera and all that kind of stuff. So I'd be interested to see if he like in using it, how he slows down and like and does it, and how he feels about the seam that it gives him, the flatness and everything. So that'll be very cool to see his reaction. And if they start, yeah, T won't have the patience for it. That's what I was thinking too. You guys had it at the retreat. Huh. Well, he's got about 1,000,003 things going on, so maybe he just forgot. And the fact that he wouldn't really have the patience, yeah. Oh yeah, if it was Brody you talked to, yeah, there's no telling how that conversation flowed down. But it would be interesting though for somebody who, because they're trying to, you know, get them done and not necessarily have the patience for it, how he sees the value of that tool, because it's different if you're just trying to get it done for like a shop sample and stuff like that. You just need to pound it out. But for what you might be doing for at home, or for you know, your own family and stuff like that, and maybe he would, you know, enjoy what it does. It's magical, the magic that it provides for something, you know, for more personal than just trying to get it on the floor. All right, so I got the 4 cut and trimmed. Their little dog ears missing. I heard somebody call them bunny ears, and I never heard of that before. And being an avid reader, I always dog ear my books, so I'd always just call the little flippy bits dog ears. So anybody else call them bunny ears or call them anything else? I'd heard people didn't want the Doan ladies calling them dog ears for some reason. Oh, Crystal, I got the it's upstairs. I got the USB, like, rechargeable spray bottle of the stuff, of the solution, the Easy Press solution. I love that thing. I love it so much. When I first started it, I was actually at Ingrid's when I started it up, and it did not do a slow mist. It did just a I don't know, Easy Press vomit, projectile vomit right out of it. It was so funny. I felt so bad because it went everywhere, but I mean, it's not a harmful thing, but it cracked me up. Oh yeah. Oh good, Ingrid. Yeah, use it. It's fun. It makes it, and then as long as you, so I am a torturous ironer. When I flip and start to iron, it's like when I was knitting. I always had a super tight tension. When I iron, I am very aggressive at ironing. So I'm trying to remind myself in my head with my own little mantra of, this is not something you're trying to punish. Be gentle. Be nice to your fabric. And so it was like a fire hose. You're right, Crystal. I need to remind myself, because I've trimmed this to what should be a 4.5-inch block. If I go to town on ironing it, I can get wobbles. I can make it because these are biased edges, and bias means there's more give to it. I know all of you guys probably know that are watching, and I appreciate that, but I want to make sure that anybody that might be watching doesn't know what bias means knows that it means there's more stretch than the straight grain where there's not as much give. And so when I'm ironing them, if I'm going ham on them like that, I'm gonna misshape it, make it misshapen. There we go. That's what we'll go with. And all that work I did with the awesome tool of the trimmer will be out the window because I will pull it out of shape from my aggression in ironing. So that's a PSA for today. Don't iron the bejeebers out of your fabrics, especially when you have them in triangles and you're trying not to get it all wonky and out of shape. Ooh, here are all my 4 patches all put together. Now that I figured out doing my no aggressive ironing, yes. Press blocks, don't iron. I know. I'm so bad. You see, like, even like when I watch Jenny Doan, she's just willy-nilly just ironing it, and it ends up looking so good. I'm like, oh, I got this. And then I'm like, press the heck out of it. Bend it to my will. But I'm like, now that I've got these cut, because I realized the way that I wanted to do the pieces scrappy, I didn't have enough partners in certain colors. So now that I have these 4 done, this guy is going to go together so fast. These 3 rows that I did last night after the retreat sewed up super fast. And so the next ones will also sew up really fast. I will actually have this top done. Maybe not today because I have the play to go to, and then I get to go see friends of the family. Their daughter is 6 months. Oh, it just told me chat disconnected there for a second. So if I missed a chat, I apologize. It told me chat had disconnected after after Crystal had said lovely, and then I got Marianne saying nice. So if I missed something, apologies. I don't know why it disconnected, but you know, internet. Yeah, no aggressive pressing either. I know. I'll be good. I'll be good. But yeah, so I'm gonna go see the baby, little 6-month nugget. But also tonight when I come home, I'll work on this guy, and I'm also going to do an unboxing of Open Gates, their new box that I got. So I'm gonna videotape an unboxing because I had a lot of fun doing the unboxing I was just gonna say quilting with Stephanie, for Stephanie Stitches, her spring box for this box. I had a lot of fun doing that. That was kind of cool. So I'm gonna do a second one and see how that goes. So that's the plan for this evening. I didn't miss anything. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Stephanie. All right. Am I still kind of in the... Maybe I'll scoot this a little bit closer to me so I'm not running the risk of leaving the camera completely. So I'm in my head telling myself, you know, gently roll back the fabric, gently finger press it back, which the liquid, the Easy Press, it makes it easy because it kind of softens the fabric. So it makes it easy to lay it back before you iron it. Gently press the iron. Patty, the Open Gates box is gorgeous. I'm excited to see it. Ingrid told me that she'd already taken a look and that it was fantastic. And I was like, no, don't tell me anything. I want to make it a video. So I have not had any spoilers yet. And I know I've seen people have posted their unboxings, and I've made sure that I haven't watched. And so while I am doing a gentle press, I am making sure that I am opening it, like opening the seam all the way, so there are no like little puckers and um, folds. Because while I don't want to make it bigger than 4.5 inches, I also don't want to make it smaller by not fully expanding the square, if that makes sense. So press, and press, and press. There we go. And there we have a nice flat half square triangle. This fabric is so gorgeous, Stephanie. This is amazing. I love this fabric. So pretty. All right, so 3 more to press out. Oh, the play is gonna be so cute. I love having adult kids now. So I have 3 20-year-olds living in the house. 24, Lauren. 23, Diego, adopted son. My son's best friend has lived with us for a couple years now. He's an amazing dude. And then Evan, 22, 24, 23, 22, 22. Evan's the baby. And I love having 20-year-olds. It keeps me young. I get to know all the cool slang and stuff, and I get to embarrass the hell out of them by saying, like, repeating the things I hear them say. Repeating that to them in casual conversation is possibly one of my favorite pastimes. But I will say that those middle school years were hard in a lot of ways because, they're going through so much, like learning about themselves. But it was a lot of fun too, because watching them learn about themselves was a lot of fun. And watching them grow and kind of growing with them, I don't know, it was a good time. Kids are cool. Kids are fun. All right, let's do the next one. So I'm pairing up the light pink vine with the light pink, the jewel box one. Yeah, the adult kids are a good time. So these will be the two I match up. I don't know if you can tell the jewel box. I call it jewel box. It has like the hearts and the gemstone shapes. Super pretty. Yeah. I love throwing the sling back at them. It also embarrasses so I'm the oldest of 3 girls in my immediate family, the oldest of 3. And I will also use the slang in front of my sisters, and it also makes them very to use a slang word. I'm so cringe. And I love it so much. I am absolutely enjoying my slide into just full on mom jokes, mom jeans, just momness. I like the embarrassing. I'm waiting for my hair to go completely gray. I want to be the crazy witchy woman in the neighborhood. I'm letting my hair continue to grow. My hair's pretty long now, and I'm gonna continue to let it grow because I want to wear it in like a big braid in the back of my head. I have so much enjoyment in this kind of stuff. I'm a nut. Man. Yeah, I'm a goof. I don't know. Life could just be so hard and frustrating and disappointing and all of those things that I just like to find the goofy in it as much as possible. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Okay, yes. I will definitely hit you up. I appreciate your mentorship completely. Oh, and thank you so much for saying I did great. I really, really appreciate that. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Mongols. I don't know if anybody else watches. I started watching Schmigadoon and then watched Schmicago. That was the second season of it, and just ended this past Wednesday. And who would have thought that a comedy like Schmigadoon would be up on major life lessons, but the lesson of season 2 of Schmigadoon was yeah, life can suck, but you got to make the choice. Every day is like has a possibility of being a happy beginning. And I was like, oh, that's so true. I need to remember that. You know, past just waking up and going, okay, today's a new beginning. I need to like remember that all day long. The things you can learn from TV shows. There's about to be a fight outside. The neighbors are... Somebody just yelled outside. Oh, heck. Y'all are going to see me, my neighborhood, on a Cops episode. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty intriguing. I'm also nosy as all heck. Ooh, all right. Oh, cool. Okay, so 20 minutes left. I'll be able to definitely finish ironing these guys out. Pressing. Be able to finish pressing these out. Oh, you can't hear them. Okay. That's good. That's probably good. Oh no, it could be very interesting. But which we could, right? Yeah. I wonder. I can't tell if it's. So I live in a townhome development, and so my row of townhomes is this way, and I'm in the back end of the townhome, and the doors are facing out into a common area between the next row of backing up to us. So our backs are we're back to back facing each other. Our backs are facing each other, and I can't tell if it's in the common area or if it's one of the actual like next door neighbors. Don't know, but it sounds very intriguing. Somebody is in very much trouble, and it sounds like that somebody is a man in trouble from his woman. Look, we get to sew and chat and have a soap opera all at the same time, fulfilling all your needs here. All right, get these two done. Since I already know their matches, I'll be ready to go this evening. I had talked a little bit with Sean about the things that he was doing, and he's really recommended doing a podcast. So I think I'm going to do similar to his setup, the way he does his podcast, where I talk about, you know, what I've accomplished the week before, what I'm planning to do the week coming up, and just, you know, day in the life of kind of stuff too. And I think I'm going to start doing that. Neighborhood shenanigans could be a part of it. But I think that is going to be fun to start doing that. Oh, also, May 20th, I will be on Sean is the guy who sews, for those of you that maybe don't know that. Super cool dude. So nice, so informative, really good like teacher, like breaks things down really good as he's talking about the things that he's doing. I'm going to be on his brekkie with the guy who sews on May 20th, Saturday, May 20th at 8 a.m. I'm super excited about that. And then if you guys were in Stephen Bland's retreat yesterday, he actually mentioned he's interviewing me too. He's interviewing me Wednesday. So that's like really an interview. Like he will have a list of questions and everything, and I'll get to talk to Stephen Bland, which is, I mean, madness. I started my YouTube. Well, I think I actually created it like a year ago, but I didn't post any videos until this is 3 months that I've been doing it. So being able to have conversations with people that I've been watching and idolizing is a tad overwhelming, but very cool, very flattering, very humbling. I'm very much looking forward to, while like in the case of Stephen, he'll be asking me questions, but I'm very excited to hear what some of his like answers are to his own questions, like what his responses will be very exciting. Hi, Karen. So this machine is the Singer Patchwork. It is a couple of years old. I got it. So I've only been quilting for 2.5 years now, and I got it when I actually watched a girl called, or a woman, sorry, Sam Rhymes with Ham on TikTok. And this is the machine that she had. Hi, Susan. The Singer Patchwork is the machine that she had. She actually still uses. So I followed suit and got it. I've since gotten my son for Christmas birthday present got me the Juki DX2000 QVP, and that one is actually upstairs in my room when I'm on conference calls that I don't have to talk on. That's what I'll be incognito sewing on during conference calls during the day, is the Juki. But I'm gonna see which machine makes more sense where, since I'm gonna be doing like lives and stuff. But I love the Singer Patchwork. It is a workhorse. I actually love this for. I use this to do the kilts for the costumes that I made for the kids, and it's super cool. Like it's a good machine. So I'm glad I have it in my arsenal of machines. But yeah, so that's what I'm using down here. And it's a good machine. And it's sewed all of the pieces behind me for Stephanie's spring project. I actually brought it with me to Millersburg and sewed up the projects there on it. There are some things that is probably more user error than anything else that I didn't like about it as a travel machine, so I'm thinking about getting an actual travel machine. It's 25 pounds, which is a little bit heavier than I kind of really wanted. There's a Juki travel machine that's like 13 pounds that I'm thinking about getting. I do love that the patchwork comes with the quilting table. Like it's an automatic accessory. You don't have to order it. And the patchwork is a quilting sewing machine, so it comes with free motion feet. I would highly recommend it if you're starting out. It was like $225. Good machine. I definitely, and it's 2.5 years later. It's still going strong. I don't see it having any issues. Super easy to clean. Super easy to change needles. It has the little, push down and thread it, but I never really use it. Yeah, Ingrid, we really need to get on the ball and get up to, I need to call them the shop in Hagerstown, and see if they have them in shop. We need to get on that. Need to get on that. But yeah, this Singer patchwork is a good one. I definitely recommend it, and it's the ease of use, the ease of cleaning. It's the drop-in bobbin, so you don't have to like mess around. I like it, and I've done before getting the Juki, I'd done quilting on. I'm a big straight line quilter. I love the matchstick quilting is my favorite, and I had done a twin size quilt that was a donation quilt. It was a signature quilt where people were going to sign it. Did that whole quilting on the Singer patchwork. So good machine. Highly recommend machine. Yeah, way too heavy. This isn't. Yeah. The Juki traveling. I don't have that on me. I'll let you know, Susan. I'll put it in the Millersburg chat. But they have a couple versions of their travel machines. I think it's a DX. It's in the D line of Jukis. But I'll let you know the one that I'm looking at. I listen, it's money. It's a lot of money, but for a travel machine, it's not just a straight stitch, so it's got some functionality. So if you're traveling and you wanted to do like a fun stitch, it's got some of that to play with. But I think it was $499, I think, which in the grand scheme of things isn't too bad. But I don't want to be like totally flippant and say it's not. It's a consideration. It's a good amount of money. Did I say Matchbox? If I said Matchbox, I apologize. Matchstick quilting. And Matchstick is like a 1/2 inch, like straight line, but 1/2 inch. Well, that I do 1/2 inch. I'm not sure if there's an official. It has to be this to be considered matchstick, but I like the distance the 1/2 inch gives. It gives a little fluff in between, and I really like how it looks. It's just neat looking. It makes me happy. All right, so there's that one done too. Yeah, Matchbox are toy cars. Oh, I did say matchstick. Okay. There's no telling. Again, brain working faster than my mouth can keep up. But yeah, I like that look. I don't know, it's just a clean look. It's for me, it's easy to set up because I've now memorized. Oh, I could do a YouTube. That would be fun. I'll do like a mug rug or something, so it'll be fast. You wouldn't have to like watch the tediousness of trying to do a whole. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. I have gotten the exact count of stitches I need to go over in the stitch length that I like to quilt it in. So I know that I'm always going this many stitches over when I get to the end, and then come back down again. So that's the way I've figured it out. Just through trial and error. It's a lot of fun. I like it. Thank you for that idea. I'm going to also write it down because if I don't write it down, I will forget it. I wrote down everybody's names. Do matchstick. Very cool. And then you know what? I'm gonna have to go back and look. See, this is what happens. I said in my head, oh, I'll remember that podcast. Of course I'll remember what the podcast name is. Why would I forget? Because it was just done. And now I'm going to have to go back and look at what the podcast name is. I'll have to scroll back. Unless one of you remembers and puts it in, which would be really awesome, and I would appreciate that. Oh, ZD. ZD sews costumes for all things. Currently, okay. Sewing out loud. Haha, there we go. I found it. Sewing out loud. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, you guys have been awesome today. Thank you for all of this input. All right, I've got a new like tutorial to do, and I have a new podcast to listen to, which I love listening to podcasts. I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts, but this will be good. I also like the I don't know if anybody else has heard of it, the Inappropriate Quilters podcast. They make me laugh. They're pretty funny. Not as inappropriate as you would think, but close. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're paying attention. I appreciate that, Crystal. And thank you, Ingrid. I appreciate it. This has been a ton of fun. Oh my gosh, it's already 12:55. How amazing. I was very concerned. Like Sean said at the retreat yesterday, how am I going to fill up 45 minutes? I was like, Lord, how am I going to fill up 2 hours? What have I done to myself? But I appreciate you guys talking and asking questions and participating so much. This has been a lot of fun. You guys have made it much easier for a very nervous newbie. And I will get it figured out for next week, because I'm going to make this kind of a regular thing. I'll get it figured out how to actually go live from the scheduled selection. It didn't work today. That was my technical glitch for today. But I'll have that figured out for next week. So I'll go ahead and schedule it and then actually go live from that. Oh, Crystal, yay! Thank you. Me too. Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you, Marianne. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, this is so much fun. Add me to the calendar. Yay! I will try to only do the schedule thing a couple days in advance, because sometimes I get kind of annoyed that I have so many, I guess because I follow so many people. I have so many people's scheduled things in my subscription feed, I guess is what you call it. And I have so many scheduled things, like not things that are actually happening, and I kind of get annoyed by that. So I will try to only put the scheduled bit up a couple of days in advance, so it's not, like 3 weeks in advance you're sitting there looking at a slew of, hey, scheduled Sunday brunches with Shannon, blah. Thanks, Tilla. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to next week. This will be a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll be able to say next week and show off. I'll have this one finished up, at least the quilt top. I'm not making crazy promises. I'm not promising that I'll have it quilted, but I'll have the quilt top completed, so I'll be able to show that off and talk about what the next thing. What I'm really looking forward to is the legit kits block of the month. So I'm waiting for that to come. But I think in the meantime, next week I might work on legit kits sail away, just so I can show live kind of what I do and how I set up the legit kits to do that. my working sections and stuff. That has really worked for me really well for me. Oh, the 2-color quilt block too. There's still time to vote. If you guys don't know about that, Stephanie and I are doing a 2-color quilt. And on my YouTube channel, in the community tab, there are 2 voting sections for blocks for the two color quilt challenge. And so there's time still to do some voting on that, and then come back and join us. The 3rd Tuesday of this month will be live on my channel. The next month will be live on Stephanie's channel. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, Patty, your top is done. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yep. 12:59. We're going to go ahead and start saying bye and sign off. I've got to go watch those kids in the kilts. They're just going to smash Beth, which is fun to say. So thank you all so very much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope to see you next week. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, send them my way. Comments or shoot me an email. It's slayarts@gmail.com, which makes it kind of easy. It's the same thing. All right. I appreciate spending brunch time with you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next week. We'll definitely take pictures. I'll be able to show pictures next week. That'll be fun too. All right, guys. Thank you. Okay, you'll see me reach. Thanks, everybody.